Let's have a look at how easy it is to search for students within SIMS. There are a number of different ways. The first way, and the most convenient way, is on the home page. There's a quick search option here where you can type in the first name or the surname of the student, in fact of a contact or a member of staff as well. Let's just type in Abbott and see what SIMS comes up with. If we click on the search button here, it's going to find me anybody in the database with the surname of Abbott, and you can see there that I've got multiples within the system, some of whom are students, some of whom are contacts, and some are applicants. If there were staff or agents as well, they'd appear with a radio button within those columns. Now I can identify very clearly whether I've got the correct student or not, particularly if a couple have got the same name, by hovering over the button here, and I can see that it shows me their registration group and year group, so I can identify I've got the correct one. Let me bring up the student record then for one student. Let's say, for example, James Abbott. Let's click on, all you need to do is quite simply double click and bring up his record that way. There we are, there's James Abbott on the screen. Now I've got another way of searching for students, which I'll show you now using this quick shortcut button here, Pupil Details, on the focus bar, or I can go to Focus, Pupil and Pupil Details. Either way, it gets exactly the same result. But this gives me a number of different options to be able to search from. I can search by one or multiple different fields. Can you see here I've got forename and surname, I've got school tier, year group, registration group, house and status. And as you can see then from the status list, I've got students of very different statuses in the database. I've got current students, I've got leavers and future students, for example. So say for example I wanted to search for anybody in the database who had the name of Emily. There we are. I type in the name, press enter or click search, and it finds me those students. If I want to find somebody whose surname begins with ABB, click on search there and it finds it's ABB. Now I can search on a combination of things. If I want to find somebody called Jimmy who's in year 9, I can type in Jim into the forename box, pick up year group 9, click search, and there we are, it's found him for me. Something else is quite neat on the search screen as well is if you're not quite sure of a student's name but you know which year group or which form they're in, for example, you can search by photographs. If I just bring up the whole of year 9 list here, I can then change my view to be a list, so that gives me all of the list of the names very easily there to see, or I can change my view to photographs and that will show me the photographs of all the students in year 9, so I can easily pick off the one that I want.